Shalom, Yashala. Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High Yahweh. I do so in the name of His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Yasharallah. Call Halayim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakah Kodash, for blessing our elders with the spirit of truth so that we may know. Shout out to the Akim and the Akwaf that's keeping the faith and the work. Y'all keep at it. This your brother Abaya coming at you with more precepts. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7 and verse 5. It is better to hear the rebuke of the wise than for a man to hear the song of fools. All right. Basically, the topic of today's video is it's too late in the game to not be able to handle reproof. All right. That's waking up one-on-one. You understanding that it's something that you didn't know, and you find out the truth about that thing, and it's a humbling spirit inside of you that allows you to receive rebuke. Someone telling you wrong about a matter, and you searching that thing out for yourself, finding that thing out for yourself, and then accepting it and moving on and having that thing as the truth because of what you've researched. Right from wrong. And it's only certain spirits that can handle that. And I was listening to an elder today, and what he said was the absolute truth. All right, he was reading Romans 8:16, where it says, "The Spirit itself beareth witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High." And that spirit is a spirit that receives the truth. Right? That's what allows that spirit to even understand who it is. It don't buck against the truth. So it don't buck against reproof or correction, right? Because it's that spirit recognizing that, okay, this is who I am. I didn't know that. So now that I'm receiving this information, there it is. Now I know how to be, right? Let's go to the book of Sirach. Which is Ecclesiasticus in the Apocrypha. Chapter 20 from the top. It says, "There is a reproof that is not comely. Again, some man holdeth his tongue and he is wise." So it's some reproofs out there that's not gonna cater to your feelings, right? It's gonna be blunt and straightforward and to the point, right? But if you are operating in the spirit of truth, you understand that it's not the person that's telling you this thing. It's the Most High that's putting that spirit and word in that person's mouth to say whatever script says at that time, because you understand, right? And we're going to get into that. But let's continue on. It says again, "Some man holdeth his tongue and he is wise." And some moments it's good just to be quiet, sit back and let things play out. All right, it says, "It's much better to reprove than to be angry secretly." Self-explanatory. Right? It says, "And he that confesseth his fault shall be preserved from hurt." Right? You gotta understand and speak when you're wrong. If you're wrong, you just wrong, man. Right? The Most High said, "The meek will inherit the earth, not the proud." Right? It says in verse 3, How good is it when thou art reproved to shew repentance, for so shalt thou escape willful sin." So it's good that somebody lets you know what time it is for real, because now you have the opportunity to let that thing go and be the best you can be till Shiloh comes, especially with the times that we living in, because it's too late for the nonsense. We can clearly see all of the prophecies jumping off the page. If you really believe that this word is true, now ain't the time for pettiness. Now it's the time to understand that the humble, the meek, right? The humble, the meek are who the Most High wants. The lowly is who the Most High wants. All right? Let's go to the same book, verse 21, chapter 21 and verse 2. Says, "Flee from sin as from the face of a serpent. For if thou comest too near it, it will bite thee. The teeth thereof are as the teeth of a lion, slaying the souls of men. Right? You find out there's something wrong you're doing, or some understanding that you don't have. If you get that understanding, deal with the understanding and move on. Right? Because you may think you've done enough to enter into, and I'm talking to all of us, myself included. You may think that you've done enough, you have enough faith and enough works to boldly be able to say, well, I'm going to be into the kingdom, but you don't really know that. None of us will know until Shiloh comes. None of us will know until we actually entering into our paradise, right? That's why the Most High said what? I'm going to say it over and over again, the meek, the humble, the meek shall inherit the earth, man. Right? Flee from sin. Right? Because at the end of the day, it equates to death. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 119 and verse 173. All right. That's a lot. Let's see. Says, let thine hand help me, for I have chosen thy precepts. And that's the choice we're supposed to make on a daily basis, man. Right? Especially with factual information. It is what it is. What can you do about it? Right? And if you really have that spirit inside of you to want to follow the Most High, to believe His word, it's no problem. Right? It is absolutely no problem to pick up or drop off what is and is not needed. Right? Because we understand the bigger picture of things. It's bigger than us. It's bigger than our feelings and our emotions. Right? It's bigger than this world, this pseudo world that we live in. It's about the kingdom of the Most High, and it's about the body of Yasharallah, point blank, period, man. All right? Choose the precepts. Let's go to the book of Galatians. Galatians chapter 4 and verse 16. All right? It says, I might therefore become your enemy because I tell you the truth. All right? A lot of our people, man, they got a spirit that blocks them from the real truth. The truth of it all, the answer to why, the answer to who, right? And the answer to what should we be doing, right? A lot of our people don't want to hear that. And when you bring it out to them, man, it can be in the most subtle way, or it can be in the most extreme way. At the end of the day, if it doesn't agree with that spirit will reject it, right? Because these words are not just words. These words are spirit. That's what John 6:63 says. It is the spirit that quickeneth. The flesh profiteth nothing. The words that I speak unto you, they are spirit and they are life. Right? The book of Hebrews chapter 4 said this word cut like a sword, sharper than any two-edged sword. Right? And that has meaning to it. That means whatever spirit it is that's inside of you, right? When that word come out, it's either a weapon against your spirit or it's a weapon in the hands of your spirit, right? Let's go to the book of Deuteronomy. Deuteronomy chapter 30 and verse 19. It says, I call heaven and earth to record this day against you, that I have set before you life and death, blessing and cursing. Therefore choose life, that both thou and thy seed may live. Because it's deeper than just you, and it's deeper than just me. It's about all of us, man, as a nation, us coming back to that mindset, mind frame. I fully understand it's hard to wrap your head around the concept because we've been in the daughter of Babylon for so long, being separated and destroyed on a day-to-day basis. But at the end of the day, we come from a place. And it just so happened that place we come from is the Most High's chosen land, and we are the Most High's chosen people. And we got rules and regulations that we must follow in order to be the power nation that we are meant to be. Right? That's what got us in this predicament in the first place. Not being who we are, trying to be like every other nation around us. Without understanding that in doing so, we were slowly but surely stepping away from our power seat. But the Most High said it won't last forever, man. Right? And at the end of the day, whether you choosing life or death out of the mouth of the individuals that are telling you this truth, you're not bucking up against those individuals. Let's go to the book of let me see. Let's go to the book of Psalms. Psalms chapter 120. And verse 7. It says, I am for peace, but when I speak, they are for war. Right? The words that come out about script, man, is never on no hurtful, harmful thing. It's more so like a warning out of love. Or it's on some comfort. Right? Because we're dealing with the gospel. One day we're going to be free, and when it happens, such and such and such and such. Deal with the such and such and such and such. Yes, we're going to have servants. Yes, these other nations are going to be our slaves. Yes, the Most High is going to eradicate Esau. Yes, the Israelite men will have multiple wives. It's in the script. Right? If it was written opposite, then that's what the word would be spoken. But unfortunately, for the opposite sex, that is what it is. But at the end of the day, it's all a spiritual thing. We had to get our mind out of this world. The world operates on lust and carnality, selfishness. We talking about a nation. It's deeper than you and deeper than me. Right? But when I speak, man, they are for war. And they're not warring against me. They're not warring against my brethren that go out into the highways and hedges and bid who the Most High will to the marriage. Let's go to the book of Matthew. Matthew chapter 10 and verse 20. For it is not ye that speak, but the Spirit of your Father which speaketh in you. You're not bucking up against me. You're bucking up against the Spirit of the Most High. You're bucking up against Harakah Quadash. You're not bucking up against my brethren. You're bucking up against the Spirit of the Most High. Because it's cutting your spirit that's inside of you. All right? In this world, we all had spirits that attached themselves to us. All of us did. But at the core of the Most High's elect is a spirit that can't be tampered with, no matter what it goes through. Otherwise, it wouldn't be written in the book as so. All right? Let's go to the book of Proverbs. Proverbs chapter 16. And verse 1. The preparations of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from Yahweh. The thoughts that enter into a man's mind and the words that man speaks are from Yahweh. Right? That means that's the Lord wanted you to hear whatever it was that you heard at whatever time. Right? It could possibly be your test that you constantly failing. And the Most High is probably telling you, lest you pass this test, you might not make it. We don't know. I think we promised 80 years, 25 years, and we promised to stay on the Most High good side at all times. Just because you are possibly doing what you seeing somebody else do that says to do so in the script, but you ain't researched nothing for yourself. Scripts say work out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Scripts say study to show thyself approved. So when you get reproved on something that you think you following is right, and you research what they telling you is wrong, and you find out that you were wrong, admit it and move on, man, because it ain't that damn deep. This place ain't promised to be here forever, and it look like it's falling faster and faster the more we speak, the more of us that wake up on a day-to-day basis. Call hello in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. Right? But just to reiterate that point, man, go to the book of Luke. The point that you ain't mad at the messenger. Don't be mad at the messenger, man. Don't shoot the messenger. Right? Don't shoot the messenger, man. This the book of Luke, chapter 10, verse 16. He that heareth you, heareth me. And he that despiseth you, despiseth me. And he that despiseth me, despiseth him that sent me. Don't shoot the messenger. Be mad at the one who wrote the message. All right? Let's go to the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 14. And I'm going to end with that. 2nd Ezra 14 and 14. All right, so I'm in with this, Yahweh Ratazah. It says, let go from thee mortal thoughts. Cast away the burdens of man. Put off now the weak nature. And set aside the thoughts that are most heavy unto thee. And haste thee to flee from these times. For yet greater evils than those which thou hast seen happen shall be done hereafter. For look how much the world shall be weaker through age, so much the more shall evils increase upon them that dwell therein. For the time is fled far away, and leasing is hard at hand. For now hasteth the vision to come, which thou hast seen. And that vision ain't nothing sweet. That vision is everything dog. We talking about the judgment of the Most High, and we living in them times. So put off the weak nature, man. Accept reproof. Be better. Move on. Yahweh Ratazah, this video and these precepts were edifying. Call Haloim Yahweh by Hashem Yahweh Shai by Hashem Harakah Kodash. Shalom Yashalom.